Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Yeah, Bonk has reacted to the micro support region I communicated a few days ago, and we are on our move to the upside. And yesterday already we saw some further evidence that the fifth wave had started already, especially after the break of the trend line. Today we see some further evidence that a fifth wave in the yellow wave count is unfolding. As I said to you, we need to have a bearish scenario for risk management purposes, and also one that tells us what's going to happen if we break below wave 4 support, so below 231,800. That would be the white count. But as long as we're holding above 231,800, we can focus on higher, because the context is bullish on this chart, as you know. We've been tracking this impulse to the upside. Actually, this was one of the best charts in the period April-May. Given that the rally was actually an impulse while Bitcoin was still correcting. Very interesting. So we followed this 5-wave move up. Great evidence for why I don't really care what Bitcoin is doing necessarily. It's not entirely correct, but when I'm analyzing altcoins, because they all move in their individual patterns. They might correlate in direction from time to time, actually quite frequently, but they don't necessarily correlate in wave pattern and degree. So when Bitcoin makes a lower low, for example, here around the 5th of July, Bitcoin made a lower low, Bonk made a higher low. So no, they are not doing what Bitcoin is doing, right? They can do, but they don't have to do. So it makes sense to analyze one chart. You don't need the Bitcoin chart to analyze an altcoin chart. If you can analyze one altcoin chart, you don't need the Bitcoin chart to sort of analyze. It doesn't make sense. So we're following each chart on its own. Of course, we cannot fully ignore sector-wide tendencies, but broadly speaking, we want to focus on each chart on its own. And we've had a 5-wave move up. Yeah, as I said, an impulse actually into the May high, then a corrective pullback into the June low. And then, yeah, we could be working here on a possible diagonal pattern. Obviously not a high confidence pattern, far from it. Absolutely not impulsive, but a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more high to come in wave 5. And ideally, I'm watching for a fifth wave to develop now. Obviously, it would be an ABC structure, because the wave 1 that started on the 24th of June was also an ABC. The wave 3 was also an ABC. So the fifth wave should also be an ABC. What kind of pattern is that? It's a diagonal pattern. It's a leading diagonal. A lot of people only know the standard impulsive pattern. And then they often question why the subwaves, why I'm labeling that as ABC. Well, it's a simple diagonal. It's one of the standard patterns. It's worth knowing about it because it happens quite often in crypto. I mean, you can see this is a 3-wave rally, and this is also a 3-wave rally. So the only way to call it a 5-wave pattern is if I call the subwaves corrective, and then it's a larger diagonal pattern, which is a 5-wave move, which is not bearish, but it means the bulls are not clearly winning yet. Still, we can give the bulls the benefit of the doubt due to the chart context, and because the wave 4, internal wave 4, as highlighted here in yellow, which bottomed on Thursday, presumably bottomed, it held support. It held the ideal support area for a wave 4 pullback. And now the wave 5 could be unfolding, highlighted in the last update, that further evidence that the wave 5 is unfolding would require now a break above the B wave top. That happened today. So this internal B wave, which formed at around 297,6400, and now we are moving up. Next resistance should be in the area here around 31755. As soon as I see a local top in place, I'm going to add the next support region for wave B. This support region here, or these support areas for Bonk, have really worked well. Here we had a reaction, here we had a reaction, another reaction, another reaction. Just bear in mind, it's a highly volatile chart, so setting stop losses too tight can be tricky, in my opinion. Due to the volatility, you may get kicked out quite frequently. But yeah, it's I'm going to add the next support zone if we have a, let's say, confirmed top in this A wave. But for now, it looks as if wave A of 5 wants to stretch a little bit higher. That's the update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.